Welcome people of the World Wide Web. So it is another episode of The Modern Collector. I am your host or your guide through this whole story. I am Cypher Sigma Toys. I also do have a movie channel if you want to seek that out. So anybody who is new to this channel, wants to know what is up, essentially I am a long life toy collector. As you can see, some pops and stuff behind. I have a big garage full of them. And this modern collecting line is basically, I'm taking one toy line. In this instance, it is, as you can see, the Mighty Ducks. And basically, I'm going out to complete everything from start to finish, all the little accessories, everything, all the vehicles. I think 38 characters and 4 vehicles. That includes one special edition vehicle and special edition character. So the whole purpose of this is I'm basically logging the time and the money it takes for me to collect all this stuff. When I say time and money, so there are not many guides out there online and stuff, so I'm having to look through pictures, look through other people's stuff. There is a checklist. It shows the characters in box, but if you have never had a character in box, it shows the front and it shows the back. You can't see the side, so there are certain accessories that can be hidden. When you look on the back, it kind of details what the character looks like, but I say with them having little skates and pucks and little stuff like this, there are all these little things that may not be clear. My whole purpose of this is collect everything and then do some videos, maybe do something else to put it out there. So if anybody wanted to follow in my footsteps or collect anything at the Mighty Ducks, they can use this as a reference. So I think this is around episode 16. I lost a little. So we're doing quite well. I thought I'd have it done by Christmas, but unfortunately it's been a lot harder to find these later figures. Anybody who knows when this video has gone out, so we've just gone past the NEC. My NEC video will be out Friday of this, but I found one Mighty Ducks figure while I was out, and this is the point of this updated video. So when I was walking around, I did several laps. I didn't find any. I found one Mighty Duck that I already had, Duck L'Orange with his special sword from Toy Crusader. But as I was going back around to Arron, so I'd spoken to Arron a few times from Empire Toys. Great guy, really nice and easy to chat with and stuff like that. And as I was going back round on my final route before I was to leave the NEC, he had all these tubs, or a load of tubs, and then the second row of tubs on top of them. Now he removed the top one from this, and it revealed a massive haul of Mighty Ducks figures, which I was like, well, where are they? You know. Speaking to him, he had someone that come up to him and basically wanted them, so he kept them to one side, and that's why they were covered up. That person obviously didn't come back for one reason or another, so then I went diving and I managed to pull out this guy here. So this, obviously if you follow the channel, there are loads of little bits and accessories that come with these figures, and this is the hard bit for it. So overall, he is in quite good nick. So he has a bit of marking there. Unfortunately, his boots do have a little bit of marking on it. Apart from those 2 signs and a little marking on his shoulder pads, he is in pretty good condition overall, especially for a 90s toy, which is 30 years old. So this figure, he comes with 5 accessory points, and I only have 3. So this figure, unfortunately, is not complete. So first we have his helmet that goes on his head like this. They do all seem to have really funny helmets that not necessarily fit. Then he has a kind of set of turbines that you can do this, or if I do it there, it makes stuff flash. So this clips into his back like this. And then we have his little golden duck shooter for his right hand. So looking at the pictures online and having a little bit of a further analysis, there is a pink little gun that he has that sits here. This will go in his other hand. Obviously it doesn't have it. He also has, which has always plagued me, there's this little nobule hole here, and basically there's a kind of black extension with a goggle bit that goes here. So those are the 2 bits I'm missing. So not a complete figure, unfortunately. It does say 25. I can make it out. That is the price I did pay for it, so I didn't ask for any bargains. It was the only. He had like 5 or 6. I had every single one except the one that looked to be complete, that is missing a few bits that one of mine is. So I may go to Sandown and may try and pick that up. Now, as I said in the beginning, like this collection video, and the reason for this is my memories is to highlight what people go through. Now, I know there are a lot of other channels who do a lot of stuff, you know, like spending, finding stuff and trading it to get stuff like this. They do it for computer games. This one, I wanted a true realization for this. So even though this cost me £25, it doesn't add just £25 to the total. So this is a prime example where I get to use this. So because I went to the NEC, I left my house at just after 6 o'clock in the morning and essentially drove past my house because I had to go somewhere else at 11:30. So that's 5.5 hours. I collect 13 figures. That was what I bought. This was one of 13, 12 other ones that have gone, or 11 gone into my collection. One is a present. So I basically divide that 5.5 hours by 13, and I think it comes out about 27 minutes or something like that. So that is how much time then gets added to the total in this instance. Obviously, because I've looked this up, the time I spent looking this up then gets added as well. So why it's a bit more than 27 minutes. Now, cost-wise, obviously £27 is what I paid for the item, but because I went to the NEC, I paid £18 for early entry. So I divided that by 13. I think that works out at £1.30 something, I think, per figure. So we add £1.30 to it, and then because it cost me 10 quid in fuel from my house to go to the NEC and back, we divide that by 30, and I think it's like 63, which, funnily enough, I didn't plan this, but it works out at £27 if you take, you know, a 13th of the entrance fee, a 13th of the fuel, and the cost of this. That is how much it has kind of cost me to get this figure, and then we add the time. So this is the whole point of this, that when you'll see, I think I'm round about 400 minutes. So the take that is, we're like 6.5 hours that I've spent buying these and researching it, and that's what takes the time of finding, you know, I bought him and you think, oh, £27, brilliant, I've got the figure, but I'm missing 2 accessories now, so having to find these and build these up. I mean, I will do a little video of me plonking him in his place at the end so you can. So here we are in the Mighty Ducks. Now the funny thing is, I have nosedive here, but this is the nosedive I should have. Now if you have a look, the painting is different. The covering on his shoulders is different. So it's like this nosedive is somehow an amalgamation of this nosedive, which he now sits in. That more or less completes the street wave. I think there's one character, and then obviously I've got the good guys there. Yeah, this is confusing. And I missed a bit out, so apologies, we had to cut that short. So even though this is a Mighty Ducks video, I've actually had another small pickup come. So from the guy that I normally get stuff from on Facebook, he was selling a Stargate figure, raw, and obviously he did have the major as well, just loose. That was £2. This was like 11, that was £2. Obviously, the general comes with his totem, his little cannon, with the oh yeah, it comes in the other side. So you see, I was like that, shoots it, and then it comes with a little temple. So that has been an additional pickup. See, and here is the new total and the new cost so far. Thank you all if you are watching this video and you join, come along with me. Obviously this is kind of my personal goal for this channel. This has been my big thing. I will keep going sometimes because I'm getting more and more figures and there's less and less to get and they're harder to get. I don't come across them as much, and I'm trying not to buy them brand new. I mean, there are some for like £100, and I'm not going to play that for sealed ones. I will buy a sealed one and open it if that is the case. I've done it in the past, and I'm sure I will do it in the future. But I've been Cypher Sigma Toys, and this has been the Modern Collector Mighty Ducks. Do you like the Mighty Ducks? Figures, do you have any? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment. Have you watched the cartoons? What do you think of the 90s cartoon, or maybe even the live action? What do you think of those? But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things you want to do, and I shall see you in the next one.